We're back. Welcome to the Alexandrian Codex. I'm Alex. This here's where the water tastes like wine. Ah, God damn it. Beautiful immediately. Let's hear this story. Waitress at this diner sharing an outlandish tale with one of her regulars. Heard it from my sister-in-law. She says, happened to her daughter's friend. It's true. Wow, deja vu. I'm just watching somebody get this event. She notices you listening. Hey, you heard this one before? Which one? She regales you with a story about a man who heard his death approaching. Halfway through, you realize it's a story of a man that seemed alright with death, but highly embellished. What do you think about that? Woman exclaims. Well, that's interesting. Sure is, she agrees. True. Every word of it. Right. Let's take a look at the map. So I just did this beeline north of Florida. I think I wanted to go talk to Gambler Lady again? Is that what I wanted to do? Well, fuck. I kind of want to run into you. So yeah, let's head on north. Or no, let's go over here. Oh, okay, there it is. Did you fuck with the graphics? No? Huh. It just seems different somehow. Field hands are sitting down to share a meal on the table. Oh yeah, just smile and nod. Yep. Can do. Policeman, what are we getting upgraded? A strange version of the last bottle of Armagnac. I think a patch did come out for this somewhat recently. Not that recently, but somewhat recently. It's alright. I think this fellow's name is Jimmy. Is that right? God, it's been less than 24 hours and my mind is burnt out. Man can barely hit it. 110% true. Heard it from my nephew. Happens to know it well. It's polished. Story of a future New York, a worker's paradise. Recognize the bones of it from your experience. No, is this... This isn't going to turn into, It's one of the earliest works of science fiction. Actually, no, that was written in the late 1800s, so never mind. Might be. It's the future. I think it takes place in New York. This guy falls asleep in his basement or freezes himself for some weird bullshit and then travels forward in time. And he's dug up in this future socialist society that's just like perfect and everybody's highly educated and gets to do work that they want to do. And I read it in college. Fuck. Forget what it's called. It's pretty good. Jimmy, Bios and Walker, Chapter 3, Uncertain Paths of Hell.
Fine. I'll tell you about Paris. I was with the 369th Infantry Regiment. Maybe you heard of us by our other names. The Black Rattlers, the Men of Bronze, Harlem Hellfighters.
Oh,
that was us.
I actually do know them by the Harlem Hellfighters.
Fighting because we thought it might show white folk that we were Americans too.
Yep.
What a joke.
Yeah. That had been a recurring theme in every war the United States had ever been involved with.
The Army wouldn't even lead us. Gave us to the French. Not the first time America traded black bodies, I suppose. Anyway, why don't you tell me a scary story? You must have heard some good ones.
Oh shit, man. Quinn's Adventure is not really scary. Little Ben's Struggle, not really scary. Sugarcane Cutter's Blinded to the Threat of Death in Georgia. Grave Robber. I don't think this one's scary. It's more just infuriating. Nah. Yeah, let's talk about the Rider in the Woods around Boston.
Oh, you got me for a second with that one.
Yeah, the music's of the same time period. I mean, Oh Brother, Where Art
Traps?
Thou is set
I
in
heard it
this
from them white boys
period of
sometimes.
time.
How the trenches was a trap. They say this is the safest place for us, but we die here too. Well, some of us didn't have the luxury to complain from a bunker. Lately, my journey's been pretty ordinary, just walking church to church. What about you? Been on any adventures?
Okay. I want to say this is an adventure just because I want to see where this story goes. I don't know what this is. So I'm going to call it an adventure and see.
Tearjerkers.
That's
need a little
sad?
more truth into my thinking.
What? Alright. Yeah, alright, fine.
Choice? I chose. Call me a liar all you want. But for the men in that unit, I learned to be the preacher they needed.
That happens. Oftentimes people aren't ready to be what they sign up to be until people need them to be it.
Ain't no way the Lord gonna punish me for helping my brothers in need. You must have seen some pretty wild stuff on the road. What's the most exciting thing you've seen?
Well, world, we got thirsty cotton pickers. Not really exciting. John Chapman, his orchard and dog in the Northeast. This isn't really exciting. This is more sad. Story of the light, that's spooky. Preaching the gospel to all who listen. Praying in the woods. Fire after a poker game. That's pretty exciting. No, Seance is kind of spooky. Masons of Loss, Anonymous Grave, Street Lost in Time in DC. Nah. Man Who Made Molasses in Alabama, Tree with the Bottles, Trickster lures humans with magic stones. This, the word she says, I looked it up. It's Ojibwe or Ojibwe. It's a native language to that region of the United States. So I'm kind of curious if she's like a manifestation of a trickster god or something, or a trickster spirit. It's pretty cool. Master Thunderstorm, Murdering Twins. This is supposed to be thrilling, yeah? Murdering Twins. Though that's kind of sad.
Sorry, that kind of thing don't scare me anymore, if that's what you're going for.
I wasn't going for scary.
Family? Some people go to war. Their whole family's there to see them off. When I told Pops I was leaving, he whooped me till I was red. Told me never to come back.
Shit.
I wish I hadn't. You must have seen some pretty wild stuff on the road. What's the most exciting
Fuck, man.
thing you've seen?
Alright. Exciting. Pigeon Keeper? I don't think that's exciting. Yeah, we've had a lot of spooky stuff, not really exciting stuff. Let's tell them about Quinn's adventures. Because I don't think these can fail.
You've got a pretty wild life. You know that?
I think telling people other people's stories always succeeds.
Travel? The only good thing about that war was the men I traveled with. Bearcats, all fire and heart. If I can imagine a better world, it's cause I've seen what the best of us can do.
Yeah.
Hey, you have any spooky campfire tales? Feels appropriate out here, right?
Yes, my dude. I am a glutton of spooky stories. How about the seance?
Oh, you could rattle a congregation's bones, I bet. Luck? No. I've said it so many times. Ain't no luck. Just the will of the Lord on earth. Sometimes I wonder, though, when he is so arbitrary in his application of justice and love, how different is he than the dice? Here comes the sun. Sorry, friend, but I gotta go. My next sermon takes me up this way.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
head
come
out
back
there,
for
look
you.
for me, all right?
Nah.
I like our talk. Wish we had time for more of it.
Me too, my
And
dude.
be careful out
Wait,
there,
you're
all
heading
right?
back down to
The world's
Georgia?
a cruel place, and men who live in it are cruel. And the Lord ain't stingy with the suffering.
Whew. Right. So we could go down here, run back into him, but I don't think we have anything new for him. I've run up and down this line in Georgia. There is nothing to be seen in here. There's a city. You mean to tell me we haven't made it to that city? Alright, let's go northwest. Maybe I'm really wrong about this? I disagree. Man reads a story with barely contained horror. Whoa. It's a story about a ghost who punished spiritualists for their hubris. It's a story of the seance, but with some bits changed. You think this really happened? Oh yeah. Sounds like nonsense to me for sure. They print the stuff they print these days. Oh my dude, just wait a few decades. Actually, no, come on. There's been ridiculous stuff printed in newspapers and pamphlets, as long as there have been newspapers and pamphlets. I was doing some archive work in upstate New York when I went to college there. And I found an article from the 1880s, 1890s, about like a newfangled flying machine that local inventor says is gonna make the airplane antiquated. And needless to say, it didn't work. Oh fuck. But people are always coming up with stuff. Atlanta's where we... Yeah, I never made it to Atlanta. What? I'm doubtful. Yeah, maybe we haven't. And it even had like a picture, a sketch picture of this thing. It looked kind of ridiculous. Yeah, we've been to Atlanta. The map lied to me. Okay, we don't need anything from it. Weird. Maybe it just forgot that we've been to Atlanta. Well, we've been to Atlanta, Alabama. We wanna... Let's wrap up the South. Yeah, let's go back through Alabama. Clear out Mississippi, do Louisiana, do Texas up until this line, then Arkansas, wrap up Tennessee. Then we can swing up into Kentucky. Yeah, so let's swing... Thinking straight west till we hit northern Mississippi, then drop south. First Communion looks like, and the photographers are struggling to keep up with the flow of family photos outside the church. Can you write? The demand? For hours, you scribble names, take notes, keep the line orderly. For an afternoon's work, pays pretty well. I don't think I often read things verbatim. Even when I'm supposed to be on script, I don't do things verbatim. I always switch out words. Man reads a newspaper. Yeah. What's getting upgraded? The Leatherman, who has walked around across Connecticut for 200 years. You're shocked. It's the story of the Leatherman whose ghost haunts Connecticut. Do you think it happened? It's all made up. Sounds like nonsense to me for sure. Well, he'll say the same thing regardless of what we say.
You walk along the tracks for an hour, toward the smell of the coal baking in the sun. The train is idling at the station, sputtering, exhausted. A child paces up and down the line of black carriages, clutching a bundle of rags to her chest. She cranes her neck, figuring the height of the cars.
Let's say hello.
You scared her half to death. She stares, absolutely petrified as you approach.
What?
It was an accident, she whispers.
Oh boy.
All you can see in the heap of blankets she carries in her arms is the infant's tiny leg, pale and blue.
Move on. Okay. Small corpse on a coal train.
You glance up and the sky is suddenly filled with monarchs. Billions of them rising out of the fields and streaming across the road.
Gorgeous.
You sit in the shade to watch them, and before you know it, the tree above you has a new coat of whispering orange leaves. They're resting, like you, gathering their strength for the next leg of the journey.
Better move on. Who this? Who this? Oh, this is a new person, eh? Should probably swing south after we talk to them, because it occurs to me we've not actually ventured into this part of Alabama. Hello, new friend. Shaw by Edie Jackson, down in the Valley of the Shadow.
I take a look at you. Figure we're heading to the same place. You've been walking a long time, same as me, trying to find where you fit.
That's
You
right.
ever wonder if that place don't exist? No shame in it, I do. Plenty of time I wonder if I'll just walk forever. You start to wonder, how did I get here? When you're alone, all you have is all this time. Time to trace the lines back to where things started.
Yeah, I get that.
So, tell me a sad story. Sad and true, okay?
Let's see. Quint's adventures? Nah. Little Ben's struggle? Nah. Well, Ben's struggle isn't the happiest story, but it's not that bad. Okay. They said that this was sad when I tried telling it before, so let's talk about the grave robber.
Body and soul.
It is apparently sad.
Some folks have choice. Sometimes they have options, but no choice. You understand?
Yeah, that's a very good way to express that.
Sometimes you're told you could do anything, but there's only one thing to do. Got anything that'll make me laugh?
Boy who ran away with the father? No. Ghost of the well-heeled hobo, drunken wineman, John Chapman, thirsty coal pickers. None of these are funny yet. Nope. Not a lot of funny stories still. Man who made molasses in Alabama. This just seemed nice, but he wants a funny story. This one might be funny if it weren't so creepy. Murdering twins? Nah. Family of pig farmers? Nah. Man who heard his death approaching? Nah, not really. Regiment of time traveling souls? Old janitor? Jesus, I do not have any funny stories. The funniest thing I got is Quinn's adventures. Just because this always succeeds.
Look at me. You got me laughing.
Just don't ask me for any more funny
So it's
stories.
about traveler. Well, good, I suppose. When I first picked up and moved, it wasn't by choice. It had me in shackles.
Huh.
But anyway, you know any good true tragedies? I feel like one of those tonight.
Tragedy, eh? Elegant woman in a small town near Portland, Maine. Don't think this is scary. If you think this is scary, well, I'll understand.
I hear you.
Hell yeah!
There's some sadness out there. Things get took from you. You realize that things get took from you. You ain't never owned them in the first place. That's a dark place. But anyway, you know any good true tragedies? I feel like one of those tonight.
You ask for tragedy, you come to the right place, my man. Murdering twins down by St. Petersburg. Oh no, you said this was scary before.
Huh. Trying to scare me.
Yeah. Well,
Ain't
it's not
working.
scary, it's tragic because they killed the wrong brother.
Family. The Sharecroppers Union told me they were like a family. You ever get in a firefight for your brothers and sisters?
Oh, you were a sharecropper.
You know any good jokes? Funny tale?
I don't. Creepy mill? Nope. Fisherman and his goals? Nope. Man who heard death approaching? Nope. Man who lost its job? Pigeon keeper? Okay, I'm gonna do Pigeon Keeper. I know it's not gonna be funny. I just want to hear what his reaction is so I know what this story is supposed to be.
Come on, you can't shock me.
Shocking. Or scary, I guess. Okay. Thrilling, maybe.
As far as love stories, I mostly love work. Working the land felt natural. Felt good. It was the work itself, the labor, the sweat. And knowing that I could point at it and say, that's mine. Here's the sun.
Oh, you're
I got
going
to get going.
right where I'm going,
My route
alright.
goes up this way, but I sure did enjoy talking to you.
Same.
It's probably the kind of story you've heard a million times. Down on your luck, need work, take whatever you can get. How about you? Does my life sound familiar?
Yeah. Alright, Shaw. I'm not gonna go talk to Shaw again, because I think we should get some more stories before we double dip. So I'm gonna head southeastish. Just cut through the breadth of this here fine state. Pick up more stories, or improve our stories along the way. I'm getting it.
There are people shouting and laughing inside this restaurant, and a man sitting alone on the porch like a statue. When you sit beside him, he gives you a weak grin. Look at us. Tired? I get so tired. Can't even celebrate a job done.
What job?
WPA. Planting trees.
Mmm.
He tells you about the hours he spends digging holes in the sun. Collapse has been hard on folks, but I didn't have a job before all this. Now I'm doing good. Kind of glad things went to shit. He hesitates. Is that wrong, do you think?
Tragedy can be opportunity for people. And, you know, wheel keeps turning, my man.
His head sinks onto his chest. I'm never sure, though, he says. Never completely sure. Then he glances up, forces a smile. In awkward apology, he makes you a
Are you
gift,
gonna be Johnny
half his
Appleseed?
sandwich.
No.
Jesus, I'm really pulling down the mood. He stamped.
Conflict the WPA. WPA was... Oh, the Work Project Association? No, it was something else. WPA, if I recall correctly, was a federal program where the federal government would find people work and employ them in federal projects, like the construction of the highway system, as well as this tree planting operation he was talking about, which was undertaken to help offset the damage done to the soil out west by the farming practices that led to the Dust Bowl.
You give the seated man a cursory nod.
Or
as
I'm
you pass,
misremembering what that
which
is.
he mistakes for interest.
Wondering where you've seen me before?
He beams.
How about on the roundabout roads and twisting trails of America the Beautiful?
Twisting
Yes.
trails,
I'm Walking Willis.
chicken kicking competition. Alright, yeah.
It's Walking Willis.
It's Walking Willis.
Funny. Most folks know old Walking Willis.
I
I've
don't.
been walking across this great country back and forth for years now. You see, I ain't got a home. Walking's all I do. I'm always walking.
You don't seem to be walking right now, but not right now.
Well, no. Right now, I'm just resting a minute. Resting my dogs. Ain't Walking Willis allowed to rest his dogs for a minute?
No. No.
He looks at you carefully. For a moment, the leathery flesh of his face darkens, and you see in his eyes the flames of pure hatred.
What?
Then he beams at you again.
Well, you got me there.
He gets to his feet.
Walking Willis best be on his walking way.
And off he goes.
Yeah, I don't know what my takeaway there was. Besides confusion and feeling like I might have been mean.
Lost in your own head, you almost walk straight into this woman.
This child's
path.
face.
Her expression is imperious. She clasps a large toddler in her arms. He's the one who speaks first.
This is a toll road, stranger.
He says, voice thuggish beyond his years.
30 cents.
Alright, throw him some coin.
Dismissively, you toss some coins at the ground. The toddler, wide-eyed, leaps from his mother's arms after his loot.
Raymond, no!
She shrieks. Raymond hits the gravel and shatters, sending porcelain fragments skittering over the road.
Raymond! Well, 30 cents to kill a demon child? I guess it's probably worth it. Raymond, no! Alright, we're not gonna hit anything in Mississippi before we get over to Louisiana. So I'm gonna run up north in Mississippi. Probably not gonna run into much, but I still want to do this loop, as I have been doing, just to be thorough. I still gotta work on that part. Alright, I ain't seen anything up north. So, nothing along the Mississippi. Man, it's a big old state, have nothing in it. Sure, we'll follow the Mississippi down. And around. Oh, well, Jackson. Jackson. Going to Jackson.
Cause when that ferryman comes for to tally up my worth, I won't leave much to find that can be found.
Farmers loitering. Ah, this gentleman again. What do you got? Killer pigeons. Okay, so it's supposed to be bullshit. You're a good joker, I'll give you that.
This office is trashed. There's papers scattered in the street, glass missing from the windows, and 6 men in paint-smeared clothes tracking mud all over the floor.
Huh.
One calls out,
Hey, you looking for Baker?
Nope.
Well, let us know if you see him. He says he's too broke to pay us for the last job, so we're too tired to leave his office.
The thought strikes him. He holds up $1.
You got time to get us lunch?
Yeah, sure.
Halfway to the sandwich shop, 2 cops stop you. They fish the $1 out of your pocket, plus a little extra.
Well, fuck
We're
you,
doing you a
copper.
favor.
One laughs.
Keep out of this. Those wise asses don't need lunch. We got guys coming to pick them up.
Fuck you.
And cold and empty, they're the ones who'll bury me.
There's a commotion outside the post office. The crowd parts, and a middle-aged man comes leaping out onto the curb. My daughter had a baby, he shouts. She had a baby girl.
Congratulations.
In a fit of frantic excitement, he kicks over the post office box, knocks over a bench, and seizes you at random in a bear hug. Somebody call my wife, he shouts over your shoulder. Tell her we're taking the train to Chicago.
Well, that wouldn't be that bad of a train ride. Celebrate with him. I mean, it'd be most of a day, but...
The man starts to dance. His feet hit the pavement so hard they throw up puffs of shattered stone. Everyone staggers. When he swings around the lamppost, the metal bends like soft clay.
Old-timey Luke Cage? Keep celebrating.
The new grandfather grabs the nearest car and, 2 hands overhead, lifts it up and hurls it down the road. My daughter had a baby, he shouts. Everyone runs indoors.
My daughter had a baby! Yeah, alright, I like him.
The new grandfather seizes your hands and whirls you around so fast that you feel the blood leave your tingling face. I've never been happier in my life, he shouts. But his grip slips. Before you can react, you're tumbling across the roof of the hardware store across the road. The man doesn't seem to have noticed he's lost you. He's spinning so fast you can barely see him. As you climb down into the alley and run for the edge of town, you hear him, thanking God for his answered prayers over the sound of cracking bricks.
What a guy. That's a hell of a character. Now, we walked up this way. I know there's nothing left down there. So I'm okay with gunning it for the coast and crossing over to Mississippi. Not her. Oh god, I forget what this city is called. How can I forget what this city is called? New Orleans! Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Of course this is New Orleans. French Quarter? It's overwhelming. You loiter in the shadow of a building that looks like a layered cake. Watch the crowds go by. Well, I need money, so let's earn some money. You wander the streets of the city looking for a way to make some cash. Let's look for work. It starts to rain in the kind of torrential, tree-stripping kind of way. It only happens once or twice a year. Everyone scrambles for cover, but one guy stands out in the street. A fellow with a bale of bent and lopsided umbrellas. 10 cents each, he hollers. What an opportunist. The rain has soaked him through, but he's doing a roaring trade. Hey, he tells you, go run around the main shopping area. Bring up all the umbrellas you see, okay? People sometimes drop them when they blow inside out. I'll pay. Alright. Yeah, let's do that. He's right. There are umbrellas scattered all up and down the street like fallen birds. Gather up an armful and the umbrella seller buys them all off of you for a couple of coins. Next morning, though, your throat is hoarse and your nose is running like a faucet. Damn it. Well, some money better than no money. Let's explore.
Lenny's Antiques has a heady smell. Polish, maybe, or incense. Sunlight doesn't penetrate the blacked-out windows. The place is crammed with furniture and curios. The woman behind the counter beckons you over.
I know the look of you. I know what you're here for.
Yeah, what's that?
She sets a tray on the counter. On it sits a hodgepodge of stitched leather pouches of various shapes and sizes. Some have neck or wrist straps looped through them. She waves a hand across the display.
Good luck charms.
Alright, how much?
I don't want your money. You got something better.
She licks her lips, holds out a flat palm.
Offer your hand?
Her knife is fast. She slices a thin line across your palm, then snatches your hand and squeezes. She catches the welling blood in a murky glass vial. Your vision flickers, and as you blink, the place lightens. Sunlight streams through the windows. You are alone.
Like one blood pact wasn't enough for us? Okay, yeah, leave.
As you reach the door, a man calls after you.
Is this yours?
His name badge reads Lenny. He's holding up a leather pouch by its strap. You take it and hurry out of the shop.
Gotta move on. Store? Gumbo! Fuck! Gumbo and Jambalaya both sound really good. Man, this is the fault of this game. The one problem I have with this game is that it makes me perpetually hungry. That's okay. That's okay.
'Cause when my coals burn low and my trains run out of track, won't be no.
I'm gonna follow the Mississippi River up, just to ensure that in Mississippi there's nothing. Wow, yeah, that's it. Yeah, okay, so let's hop over here. I don't think there was anything up here. Well, let's do southern Louisiana, then we'll do northern Louisiana. Skip Arkansas, then do Texas? Maybe we should just cut it off at Louisiana so I know where we stopped. Cross me. MISSISSIPPI River. So we're tired, low on health. So far as I'm aware, there's no lose condition for this game. Trees in this orchard are heavy with near-ripe fruit. Well, surely the owner wouldn't mind if you pick a few. A while later, your belly's full, you got an apple in each pocket.
This will be my tale, my baby.
Wow, nothing down here, huh? Yeah, let's go Texas until we hit the line that separates the southeast from southwest. Why are we getting framing? What are you doing? Oh, there's the edge of the south and the Midwest. And I'm not seeing anything else on this side of the south, so let's head north. I missed quick. Alright. Arkansas time. Where we're gonna cross over damn near in Oklahoma. That's alright. Still tired, but we'll see what we can do. Well, I'm not seeing anything on this side of Oklahoma. Man, Arkansas seems pretty empty. Swing through southern Arkansas, then back up till we hit this river, then cross over, then Tennessee, I suppose. Yeah, nothing. Man.
I'm gonna keep lacerates tucked in my soul.
Alright, here we go. Finally seeing something. Preacher ushers you into the church. Ah, yeah, we've done this before. Moving on. Oh, we're no longer lacking in rest? Looks like. Damn, look at these journal log. Stories. Stories? Yeah, so this is phase 1, phase 2. This is a phase 3 swap story. Wait, can I only have so many? I can only have so many stories active at a time. Oh my god. Interesting. Okay, well, Drunken Lineman, I hate. Silent Twins Up by Buffalo, yeah, that one's way creepier. Mason's Lost, this is always gonna succeed. Anonymous Grave Near Savannah, seems interesting. Small Corpse on a Coal Train. These are all sad. None of these can be switched out. Wow, we got 3 backups here. So we have Fortune Teller. I really like this one. The Fire After a Poker Game I could live without. Woman Selling Grease in New Orleans. Ghosts Who Punish Spiritualists for Their Habits. Or Dupree's Tale. No, we should have Dupree in here because she'll always succeed, I think. So the WPA worker in the southeast. The Fortune Teller. This one's already more advanced. Maybe I should only keep things until they become full eye and then switch them out. I know that the full eye ones will probably do better than others, but I want to see every story come to its fruition. Yeah, New Grandfather Near Jackson. I love that guy. The Dream in the Cotton Field at Night. Man, a lot of farmer stories. John Chapman's interesting, but I don't really know what to do with him. The Farmers Who Gave You Lemonade. This one was vaguely ominous, so let's keep that. We Were on the World, yeah. High Priestess. Man Who Heard His Death Approaching. It's interesting, and we don't have any backups. Okay. Empress. We got House That Only Appears When Thunder Strikes. Mysterious Woman with a Dying... yeah, the Letter in the Southeast. Nah. Let's keep the two Thunder stories. Maybe we can replace these. So I really like the legendary Gwen Mitchell, but let's switch it out. Shaw, yeah, definitely adds Shaw in here. The Bull Who Terrorized Travelers, I kind of like, but let's do the Strange Child Who Demanded a Toll, because that's more fresh in my mind. Brothers Who Sought Each Other for 50 Years, I like it, but it's open eye. I want to finish all the stories. Oh no, that's already finished. Regiment of Time Lost Souls, switch it out for the Wounded Soldier. Leatherman can finally be put to rest. Ooh, well, Jimmy. Shit. Well, we need Jimmy's parable. Women Praying in the Woods. Women Praying in the Woods. Or Guitar Who Believed Around Miami. Metalworker. Nah, I like this Metalworker. I want to hear how that story ends up. Jersey Devil. Well, we have it. Can't switch it out. Walkin' Willis by Mobile. Quinn's Adventures. Casey Jones. Future New York, or Workers' Paradise, or Strange Bus in the Northeast, Boy and His Dog, Doy and His Bog, White Deer. I want to see how that one develops. Man Who Made Molasses. Yeah. Okay, cool. I was curious why we weren't seeing all of our stories. Can I walk over this range? Nope. You have collisions. Framey. I don't know why it's getting so framey here. What are you trying to catch up with, my dude? What if I set it to simple quality? What does it even look like? Kind of identical. Alright, whatever. Keep it on simple. Because if it's chugging,
this boy is
doesn't matter.
capable of some intimidating eye contact. He holds your gaze long enough to make you squirm, and then mercifully breaks the silence. Do you like riddles? He has a dull voice.
Sure, I like riddles.
Lovely and round, he says, Oh, he's jumping straight into it, huh? I shine with pale light. I am grown in the darkness. I'm a lady's delight. What am I?
Alright, waffling around. I'm grown in the darkness. I shine with a pale light. I'm a lady's delight. The lady's delight bit I'm not sure about, but I would assume the moon?
No, not a fish,
I guess
idiot.
fish.
So much for your prize. He softly pats the pocket of his overalls, oozing smugness. Apologies, Bartleby, he says, as some shape writhes inside the denim pocket. You have not bought your freedom today.
Okay. Bartleby. Folks are setting up a cooking tent. You want to make some cash? Serving funnel cake, bussing tables. Not crossing over to the Midwest yet. I want to eye up the border with Oklahoma. Fucking nothing. Alright. Route 66. Great. So like I was saying, let's cut through to Tennessee here. Well, this is Missouri. This is part of Missouri. We'll swing by here, swing through Tennessee, up through Kentucky, then we'll do Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, and the Midwest starts getting real big. Nothing in this little corner of the world. Alright, that's not that surprising. Ooh, but there. Yeah. Hello, Tennessee. Going down to Memphis.
Howdy!
The salty old driver grins, showing off his remaining teeth.
Ever seen a horse before?
Yep.
Liar! Else you'd have noticed that Scott here is a purebred spotted Appaloosa. Very rare. Scotty's great-granddaddies came to this country with El Conquistadors. My family's kept that bloodline pure ever since.
Wipes away a tear.
So now what do you have to say about my horse?
I don't care, but I guess it's a nice horse.
Heck of an understatement. Go on. Give Scotty a scratch behind his ears.
Alright, why not?
Hesitantly, you brush the horse's mane with your palm. Scott gives a satisfied whinny, and with his large horse eye, a wink. You glance at the driver. He winks at you too.
Alright. Man who loved his very special horse.
You come to a car parked at the side of the road. Across the road, some children loiter. As you approach the car, their gazes make their way to you.
Hey!
One girl shouts. She waves at you, then points at the car.
Don't open the door!
Why not?
Before you can question the girl, the car's suspension groans and a shape stirs inside. A huge black dog panting on the hot seat, lips pulled back on rows of sharky teeth.
Hey!
he says, nose pressed against the glass.
Hey, you! Let me out of here!
I mean, I don't want to leave a dog, talking or not, inside of a locked hot car.
No!
The kids scream. The dog vaults across the road. As the kids scatter into the woods, it catches one boy by the back of his overalls and gives a mighty shake. But the boy squirts out of his clothes like a ferret and slithers into the grass.
Squirts out of his clothes like a ferret.
The dog yells.
Assholes!
What the fuck?
Here's a tip.
The dog says.
Don't sleep in these woods, okay?
He jumps back into the car and goes nosing through the glove box.
Oh, they took my money!
He shouts.
Oh, they took $100! Oh, damn!
Okay. Alright then. Memphis, you're a weird fucking town. Memphis is still better off than other cities in the state, but life here is still hard. Folks keep jumping into the brown murk of the Mississippi off the Harrihan Bridge, and the Ford factory's been closed for months. Time to do some exploring then.
Peabody Hotel.
Peabody.
The words adorn the exterior wall, each letter the size of a window. The lobby is upholstered furniture and gold chandeliers. But such luxury is a mere accessory to the centerpiece. A travertine marble fountain in which 5 ducks swim.
Fuck yeah, let's watch the ducks.
A handsome bunch of feathered fellows, all having a nice time in the water. A bellman in a blue cotton uniform, black cane cupped in his hands, takes notice of your interest in the waterfowl. Would you happen to be here to witness the duck march?
The duck march? Well, of course I'm here for the duck march.
A wide smile crosses the bellman's face. Oh, a newcomer. Well, this is a little ceremony I introduced. Every day I march these babies into the elevator all the way to the roof. Then I march them back down to this fountain.
Alright, they don't fly away.
The bellman gestures toward the closest duck. You notice now, the ducks have had their flight feathers trimmed,
Alright, fair enough.
though their
They've
beauty
been clipped.
remains intact. Now, don't look so concerned. I spoil them rotten. The feathers will grow back.
Nod. Oh, no audio for this? Huh. The bellman checks his silver stopwatch. It's time. Watch the duck
bellman
march.
taps his cane on the marble. Right away, the ducks honk up a frenzy and hop out of the fountain. They beat the water out of their wings and waddle toward the elevator, guided by the bellman's cane.
Huh.
Magnificent. What sweet, gentle creatures.
That's adorable. Alright, nothing for me here. Alright. Well, alright, we're in Tennessee right now, but map's a little off. I think we'll walk up to here, but we're not gonna talk till the next episode, because I got a few minutes left. Where am I headed? I'm not paying any attention to the direction I'm walking in. East is where I should be going. Streaming for a couple more hours at least, but I mean recording for this hour for another 4 minutes. Ba, ba, bum. Ba, bum. Ba, bum. Alright, let's swing into Nashville. I got friends in Nashville. It's a hell of a town. Hell of a city. This is a tired city. But things are changing, what locals say. For instance, the local full-size replica of the Parthenon was recently rebuilt. Huh. You mosey down that way for a look.
From the windows of the store, you can hear a radio, turned all the way up, tuned to the Grand Ole Opry show being played across town. Two young girls sit outside listening to the music. Suddenly, it cuts off, and they howl in protest.
Peek in the store.
The place is dark and empty. There's certainly no radio to be seen, nor any people. Just a lot of sad dust, marked where the furniture used to stand. Footprints of old memories. When you turn around, the children have left.
Okay, the music haunted store. Oh, worst things to be haunted by the music. Well, I guess it depends on the song, really.
Well, I'm gonna heft my spade up
Alright, so we're gonna talk to this
back.
individual, but before we do that, I'm gonna cut this hour here. I'm gonna keep streaming for 2 more hours for tonight, but if you're watching on YouTube, this is gonna be the end for today. Thanks for hanging out. Till tomorrow, I'm gonna have to say toodaloo, take care, make sure to comment, share, like, subscribe, and all that bullshit. Till then, take it easy. Bye.